Hello and welcome back to Finding McGeeda Jones. Today we are going to do an expense check-in for the first week in January, which I just realized I spelled wrong on the sheet, from January 1st to January 15th. And this is from my first paycheck. So we're going to go ahead and see how much I spent. If you saw my last video, you will saw that I was attempting to do a no spend January. And the first couple days that worked, and life happened and it was a complete and total bust. So I will explain in the video, but if this sounds like something you're interested in, stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. As I said, we're doing an expense check-in for the first 2 weeks in January, and from January 1st to the 15th for my first paycheck in January. And do we have some expenses? So a little bit of story time. First couple of weeks, I don't know if you saw my last video when I did that cash stuffing, but I said I was going to attempt to do a no spend January. And I was going to attempt to try not to spend money, even though I put money in the envelopes. I was going to hopefully not spend that money, save it, roll it over, and put it into a savings. Well, that was the intent. After that video aired, I had gotten a call about a family emergency, which had required me to travel at the end of the first full week in January. So traveling entailed planes, trains, and automobiles. A hotel stay for four days, actually two airplane tickets, because one got canceled, and to make sure I got out on time, I had to buy another one, so I had to book myself twice, which I canceled. I'm getting refunded for the original, but it's a long story. Some Ubers going back and forth to the airport and at my destination, and also some food expenses. So just in travel alone, last week, I spent almost $2,000, $1,026, which I did not have budgeted. So in doing this expense check-in, I'm going to be looking to take money out of my other envelopes that I don't need to, some of the extra money out of my other envelopes, so I can cash flow this. I'm going to try not to take it out of my 3 to 6 month expenses, but if that's necessary, I will go ahead and do it, because I will rather take it out of my 3 to 6 month expenses than carry a balance on my credit card for not being able to pay it. And incur interest, which I don't do. And for those of you who are new, I use prop money. I'm a prop money budgeter. I use prop money in my cash envelopes, but I'm a credit card user, and I pay my credit card off at the end of every month. I am 100% debt free. I have 3 months of living expenses in my savings, and I also have an extra emergency fund, which I was building up to cover things such as this, where, you know, you have to emergency travel or something breaks down or whatever. So because my emergency fund was fairly new and I hadn't built it up, it didn't have the money to accommodate this type of expense. So that's why I'm going to be pulling from some of my other, you know, spending envelopes, stuff like beauty and hair and fun money. I'm going to be pulling money from there to kind of like cash flow this. And any extra money I have to take from my emergency 3 to 6 month expenses, I will do that. But I'm hoping that we can make it up with some extra cash, and I'm pulling out of my envelopes. So hopefully that makes sense. And if it doesn't, then hopefully you'll get it as we go through the process. In addition to that, there was other expenses, not too many. There was, you know, groceries. I had my Amazon Prime come through, but why don't we just go through it and you can see what happened. So we're going to start with cash envelopes, and in my cash envelopes, we're going to see that I spent eating out. We'll just start from the beginning. Con Ed, Dollar Tree, I didn't spend anything. Eating out. Let me get my, let's get my pen here. Eating out, I have $15 allotted in here. Is this already open? Okay. And a whole 15, all of that money is coming out because I overspent. So we're going to put that there. Eating out, I spent $27. So today is 117 minus 27. And since, again, as you all know, I don't know math, 27 minus 15 equals $12. So I have negative $12 in that envelope. And what I usually do is the way I keep track of my expenses, I have a personal capital account, which I kind of will insert a little graphic here of what those expenses look like, because I use my credit card. It pulls everything from my credit card purchases into a little budgeting screen, and it shows how much I've spent in each category, and that's how I know how much to take out of these envelopes. So we're negative 12 there. Okay, we're gonna put that back in there. And fun, we're probably gonna be taking money from here at the end of the month. We're probably gonna be taking for giving at the end of the month. Groceries, I spent $187. I budgeted $150, so all of this is gonna go here. And after this, I'm going to be doing a cash stuffing, so we're going to see how that all washes out. 187. Nope, not 87. 187. So we got negative 30 here. Is that right? Negative 37. Negative 37. See, that's why I get 187 minus 150. 137. Yeah, okay. I can do that kind of math. Okay. So household, I bought our laundry facility downstairs in my building now takes it changes the machine. So I just went ahead and paid for a $50 laundry card, which I think will last me for quite some time. So we got negative 50. I had $10 in there, so I have negative 40. Okay. So, yeah, even without this trip, I did overspend in some categories, but I thought I could make it up with miscellaneous and stuff like that, but we'll see. Miscellaneous, I didn't spend anything. So on my spent, we're going to leave that there, okay? So the next one is going to be my sinking funds. So I already know that my sinking funds. So in my sinking funds, I'm not going to pull anything out of these categories yet. Actually, I'm wondering if I should go back and pull the money out. Or should I wait till the end of the month? I think what I'm going to do is wait till the end of the month and pull the money out. Yeah, I'm going to wait till the end of the month. So none of these, but I did spend some money in the healthcare category. Oh, emergency, all this is coming out. So I have $157 in my emergency fund. This is my extra emergency fund. This is not part of my 3 to 6 month expenses. This is just, like I said, for situations such as this. So we're going to pull $157 out. And this is 117 minus 157 gives me 0. So we're starting from scratch with my emergency fund again. Put that over there. And I'll put this right back here. Okay. Put this right there, like this. Okay. House fund, nothing there. Healthcare, because I did travel and I was going in and out of people's homes, and I was on a plane. I got made sure I got some COVID tests when I got home. So a COVID test at home, I went to Walgreens and got the, home testing, which was like, I bought 2 of them, were like $10 a piece. So $20, 117 minus $20, and that gives me $81. So let's see if I can make $81 from here. I think I can. 50, 60, come on, come on, come. No! Come on. Oh, wait a minute. 20. Do I have any? Oh, I can. Okay, let's see. Okay, I did it. I think I did it. 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 81. Okay, look at that. I have to pull out the bank, y'all. Okay, so $81 left in my healthcare. That's about right. Okay. In healthcare, like I said, this is just for out-of-pocket expenses. I have HSA, but I keep that intact. I'm using that for like big purchase emergencies. I'd rather use this and pay out of pocket instead of using my HSA. There's a strategy behind that, and if you like, I can make a video of explaining why I don't use my HSA for everyday purchases, but for now, just know that I have a fully funded HSA, plus I have a cash healthcare envelope, so in case something arises that I have to pay out of pocket for it, that's why I pull it from. Okay, so we did our healthcare, we did eating out, we did household, we didn't do annual groceries. So that's enough for this envelope. We're going to put that over there. And then the next one is going to be, I'm going to move this off the side, give me a little bit more room. Annual. So as predicted, my excuse me, Amazon Prime did hit this month, and it's $129. Actually, it was $120.56. I don't know where that 56 cents came from, but Amazon needs to stop nickel and diming me. Okay. So 117 and negative 129, sorry. So we got 0. So we're gonna put this here, and we're gonna put this in the back. I'm gonna clean this and put it in the back. And the next thing we're working on is taxes. Taxes. Who likes taxes? No one likes taxes. Birthdays is nothing. Christmas is nothing. Travel. Okay, so even though my trip was an emergency trip, it was not a vacation, it was not travel for fun, I'm going to take all the money out of my travel and put it in here because, like I said, I'm going to try to cash flow this from the money that I have in my expense envelopes instead of trying to pull it from my emergency fund. I would like to keep that intact as much as possible and just take the hit early in the year and not worry about that. Okay, so we're going to take everything out of travel, which is $204. We're going to put that over there, and we're going to do negative 204, 117. I don't know if you guys can see that. Negative 204 gives us a 0 balance, so we're going to be starting travel from scratch. Okay. I guess the good thing about this trip and the unfortunate thing about this trip is that I was able to see family, but the reason I was able to see family is because it was a family emergency. So I did see family, which I was saving up to do, but not for a joyful reason. But life, it's life. I mean, what are you gonna do? So that is, let's see, we've done our travel, we've done our annuals. Let's see, we've done our annuals, and we're going to count up how much money I have in my expense envelopes and see how much I'm short. Okay, so we're going to go here. We're going to put this over here for a minute and go back to our spent folder so we can put the money in our spent and tell it how much we are short. So I'm going to put these down here for a second. Put this over here, give myself some space. So total expenses between January 1st and January 15th was 117. That's the date today, 117. Total expenses was $2,340. Okay, that's negative. No, that's plus $2,340. So we're going to count how much I have here. Okay, so if you're wondering how this all works, me using prop money and sorting it out like this. When I get paid, my money sits, I just let my money get deposited into my checking account, and it just sits there. I don't go to the bank and take cash out of my checking account unless something requires me to do so. I use my credit card for all of my purchases, all of my expenses that I can. And the expenses that I can't use the credit card for, I have them to... I have the bank deduct the money on a monthly basis, like my rent or whatever, deduct the monthly on my monthly basis and send my mortgage company, my realtor a check for my rent. So because I don't pull money out, I let my money sit there. So this is the pool of money from my paychecks that sit in my checking account. And so I have my credit card on auto pay. It's auto pay full every month, and it pulls whatever amount is on my credit card balance. So by me doing this, I'm keeping track of how much I'm spending on my credit card every month to make sure I have it in my checking account. So I don't go over, which was the problem at the beginning, because that's what I was easily doing, is going over every month and having to pull from my savings to pay my credit card, which is not a good thing because it depletes your savings. So we're going to go ahead and count this and see how much we have put in our spent. So, whew, okay, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, plus 50, 100 plus 100, plus 20, 40, 60, plus 60, plus 10, plus 10, plus 5, plus 5, plus 2, 4, 6, 8, plus 8, plus 1, 2, plus 2. Okay, $685. Got $685. So I'm going to count it again just so I feel good about it. $685. So 2340, 117 minus 685 minus 2340. Enter. So I'm short $1,655. Okay. I'm going to be optimistic that I'm going to make this up. I'm going to be optimistic that I'm going to make this up. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. I may have to take a little bit from my my other funds, but we will make it work. Okay. So I'm going to put the 685 here. I don't know why I just took that out of the envelope. I never take it out of the envelope. I don't know what's going on with me. But yeah. So, I mean, I hope this is an example of why everybody needs an emergency fund. Any little bit you have can contribute to you not going into debt, or borrowing from Peter to pay to Paul, which is going into debt sometimes. Emergency funds are, no matter what income you have, every little bit you have squared away for an unexpected event is going to help you out tremendously. And I'm sure you've all known from, because you're all budgeters and you're all cash savers, that 2020 has taught us, this pandemic has taught us so many major lessons. And I started cash budgeting during the pandemic. So yeah, I'm great. Even though I don't have the full amount in my my emergency fund, I'm grateful for whatever I have, and I'm grateful that I'm put myself in a position where, yes, it's unexpected money coming on an account, but it's not anything that's going to cause me sleepless nights, because I know, and at the end of the day, I'm going to be paying cash for this trip, and I'm going to be able to afford it, and I'm going to be able to replenish my emergency funds going forward. And if you have debt, if you have over allocated yourself, these things can keep you up at night. So emergency funds can really save you. So if you're thinking about starting an emergency fund, if you are getting out of debt and you're prioritizing debt over getting an emergency fund, I think it's good to have both. Put whatever money you can aside into your emergency fund. I'm not saying to stop getting out of debt and don't prioritize that, but emergencies happen, and they never happen how and when you expect them. That's the whole point of them. So having a little bit of cash to help you with that emergency, it might not be as big as mine was almost $2,000 emergency. It may be a $50 emergency, but if you have $50 emergency fund, it's not a big deal. So that's my little message for you in this video is, cash stuffing is great for saving money, but make sure you're also putting money aside. So I hope I hope you liked this video. And if you do, please like, subscribe, and comment. And you know what? You don't have to get into details, but let me know in the comments if you've had an emergency that come up and you really were grateful. And if you had an emergency fund that took care of you, and it, you know, and let me know about your experiences of having to use your emergency fund, because I'm sure we all have stories, big and small, where we had to jump into our emergency fund and pull money out. So let me know in the comments, what's your story? So I hope to see you in the next video. The next video is going to be a cash stuffing, and I will be stuffing my second paycheck of January, my January 15 check, and hopefully we will make up some of this money. Sheesh. Oh, $1,655. We gonna do it, y'all. I have faith. So I will see you next time, and have a great week. Take care. Bye.